Hello. We are talking today about Henry Layard, English archaeologist known for his excavations in Mesopotamia.
In the years 1845-1851, he led his expedition to the sites of the palaces, including King Ashur-Nasir-Pal II, and he brought out statues, winged birds, which today adorn the treasures of the British Museum. Here at Bab al-Sharqi, the north gate of the old city of Baghdad, Layard stood to spend his night waiting for dawn. Between this gate and the walls of Baghdad and the orchards that were surrounding the city, he spent his night counting the stars so that the night would pass and the dawn would rise, so that he could enter the city with the call dawn prayer. He was almost naked and in a shabby state. The bandits stole his money, even his clothes. They attacked him before reaching Baghdad when he was coming from Basra via the Tigris River. They even wanted to kill him, but they left him at the last moment. He was waiting outside the closed gates of the old city, exhausted and in a deplorable state. His bare feet were so bloody that it took him a while to be able to walk. Layard mentioned this incident in his book, saying, "A crowd of men and women, bringing the produce of their gardens, laden on donkeys, to the bazaars, were waiting for the moment when they were to be admitted. At length, the sun rose and the gate was thrown open. The kawasses, guides of the British Residency, in their golden embroidered uniforms, came out, driving before them with their courbashes the Arabs who were outside, to make way for a party of mounted European ladies and gentlemen. It was the same party that, on my previous visit to Baghdad, I had almost daily accompanied on their morning rides. They passed close to me, but didn't recognize me, and the dirty Arab in rags crouched near the entrance. Nor clothed as I was, could I venture to make myself known to them. But at a little distance behind them came Dr. Ross. I called to him, but he turned towards me in the utmost surprise, scarcely believing his senses when he saw me without cover to my bare head, with naked feet and in my tattered abba. Then Layard entered the city and his crisis ended. His health recovered and he resumed his archaeological excavations after he returned to his country to transport the winged bulls to the British Museum. In 1869, he married his second wife, a young girl at the age of 25, when he was 52. What is strange is that the gift of his wife, Enid Layard, is a necklace, earrings, and a bracelet made of 14 rare archaeological seals of Agate, found between 1845 and 1851 in the ancient Ashurian capitals Namrud and Nineveh and other parts of Iraq, and he bound them together with chains of gold. His wife Enid referred to this party later in her memories and said that Queen Victoria was present on the occasion in 1873. The painting you see was made and drawn by a famous Spanish painter. Of course, the discoveries caused a stir around the world, to which these seals belong are Nineveh and the civilizations of Mesopotamia, and all these civilizations and Babylon are mentioned in the Old Testament and in the ancient Greek books, so that there are those who believe that the first explorers who came to Iraq referred on what is mentioned in these books. In this place I compare the two different images. The one who was robbed and thrown naked, succumbing to his wounds in that cold night, waiting for the morning to enter the city and heal his wounds. and the image of the extravagance of the celebration and the underestimation of ancient seals dating back to the period of 2200 to 350 BC, seals of civilizations that once resplendent but covered and buried by time. For me, both images are painful. The first is the robbery to nudity, and the second is the transformation of the heritage of civilizations into simple bridal jewelry. Of course, Mesopotamian seals are not used on paper but on clay. Contracts and letters were made of clay. These seals are our human relationship with those who had lived at that time with the past of humanity. Let's get away from the gate and this tumultuous morning and let the clamor of women, men and children waiting for the guards to perform ablutions and perform the dawn prayer to open the door and let all these crowds in with their animals and their baskets wishing for a good sale so that they can buy what they need and bring them back to the village. They must return before sunset, before the gates of Baghdad close. And as usual, the stories get lost in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, in this shouting and jostling to find the right place in the market. In this commotion, there was perhaps another half-naked man waiting to open the door, and the doors open like a storybook, so we can hear another story and live its events before the doors close. The sunset is descending. The gate is about to be closed and people are rushing. And me too. The city is closing. Luckily, we entered to the city before the gate closed. Thanks.